Right guys, welcome back to some more of the Outer Worlds 2. Hope these are all alright. So, we're back on the incognito. Actually as well, you can see in the bottom right corner, I've done a bit of crafting and stuff, so should be in a better place in terms of resources that we've got. So, I haven't done any of these. I have 13. I think it's 13. Yeah, I've got 13 of them decryption keys, but there's nothing in here that I really want to spend them on yet. I'm going to see if I find any more good lockboxes when we're out and about. So I am going to keep hold of them for now. But what I have remembered is we got that thing for Inez on that ship. So I'm going to give her that and see what the crack is with that.
Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in... might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind and the others got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me?
Yeah, I will, but how does she know I got that? Because she wasn't there. I didn't have her in my party when we got that given to us. So how the hell does she know that I've got that?
Suppose I am. He's a good friend of mine, or at least he was. I missed him. But I weren't under any presumptions that our friendship would last the moment our unit was dissolved, or we otherwise parted ways. If something's wrong, I ain't in any position to fix it. True. Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good. Whatever you do, Inez, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me?
I will. That was crazy. I was not expecting that.
Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope.
I feel like we might have to take her with us then, because that must be a companion quest. Right, anyway, let's set a course for Cloister.
Of your time, Commander. Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and all, thought we might take it up now. Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again.
I feel like I may have to take both of them with me.
For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass, on account of my decision. I try not to think about regret or remorse. I shut down her work. I was wrong. Stating that out loud is the furthest extent of my self-castigation. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could Right things. Get the order back on its intended path. Do appreciate it, Commander.
Right, I'm gonna have to take them both. Wonder if we find our last companion. Well, I don't know if it's the last one, but there was a lock. Oh, this looks like a crazy planet. No, I'm not soliciting anti-choice support. Right. Companion quests, I'm guessing. Meet Marisol's contact and find the Grafton door. I did not just say that. Find the Grafton doctor. I should have really continued that one as well with Azza, but never mind. Or Azar, I don't know how I say her name. Right, anyway. Doesn't matter which one, we'll go do them both. Right. Process rift data. Get the doctor. Alright. Well, let's see where we end up.
This Grafton playing low to the cold. Oh, damn arms asleep.
Hold. We're presently observing a ceasefire with Auntie's choice, but its duration may be subject to sudden reversal. Would hate for you to get caught in any crossfire. See that giant glowing structure in the distance there? That's the Archive's main entry point. However, I'd caution you to give it a wide berth. The Archive's under Protectorate control, and they mean to keep it. You'll not gain access without serious military support. For every problem, a solution. That's the Order way. Though if we were capable of retaking the Archive, I assume we would have done it by now. Never hurts to ask, though. Ultimately, it's the leadership's call. I find it best to keep my eyes on my own paper. Gathering data on the enemy's movements and behavior. Blizzards raise the degree of difficulty, but that's our problem, not yours.
Alright.
Cloister has been a difficult front, and losing the Archive, first to the invaders and now to the Protectorate, has made it even more painful. Never mind the rifts. If you're looking for a way to help us out, I recommend heading to Laplace's garden. Follow this path and you can't miss it. Avalanche collapsed part of the tunnel to the garden, so the safest path is along the cliffside here. Mind your step.
I had something... I remember that place being said. Ah, there you go. The Order might be willing to help you gain access to the Archive. Visit their headquarters at Laplace's garden. Ah, whatever that is.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
I have too much on my mind for idle numerical chit-chat.
Well, I'll leave you be. What? What? Why couldn't I get through there? What the hell was that? I'm having a bad old time here. That can't be the only reason I've just gone up there. Give over, that was not worth it at all. Alright, let me do this while I'm here, because I think I am going to go with the order.
Hey, Commander.
Unless they really put me off.
Halt. The Oracle Laureate sent ahead to expect someone matching your description. However, he said nothing about admitting questionable allies. Members of Auntie's Choice are not permitted inside Laplace's garden. Your companion will have to wait outside.
Huh. If only one of us could have foreseen this situation. But I'll stay back, Commander. Ain't no reason to cause a scene.
You should heed the wisdom of your friend.
Yeah, these hues suit my complexion real good.
As likely as I find that theory, we have rules and regulations for a reason. We are at war, you might have noticed. Laureate Beckett did impress the importance of not delaying you. Very well, head on in. But behave yourselves. The garden is something of a fragile ecosystem.
Impressed as I am that worked. I ain't sure about this. Being vastly outnumbered by the enemy ain't a corner I like to be backed into.
Well, we don't know if they are the enemy for now.
Agent, I have a message for you. On behalf of the Order of the Ascendant, and her impermeable wisdom, the presiding bishop Ruth Bassar, welcome to Laplace's garden. The presiding bishop is presently indisposed, but I've been instructed to direct you to the Artificer Laureate for whatever pressing matter has brought you to the garden. She's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Enter the large building at the top of the mesa ahead and follow the first hall on your right. Oh, yes. The vicar did ask me to direct you to him. How positively forgetful of me. He should be waiting for you in Belvedere Hall's main courtyard at the top of the stairs. The Artificer Laureate is head of the Department of Applied Scientism, overseeing the exemplars, or craftsmen, of our order. Weapons and technology all fall under her purview. Oh no, not at all. The presiding bishop routinely spends time in a sensory deprivation chamber to hone her mental faculties. Of course, she does seem to be logging more hours in the chamber of late, but I'm certain that's all part of the plan. The rest of the Laureate Council is capable of managing affairs while the presiding bishop is occupied. Really, it's no reason for concern. Nothing in the garden is. Look around you. I don't see a battlefield. Do you? All conflict is transient in nature. To dwell on the negativity of a moment is to risk missing the opportunity of what comes next. Those in the garden have enough perspective to remain present and to focus on what matters: science and progress. It may seem like I'm speaking from a position of luxury and privilege, but it is a privilege the Order hopes to share with all one day. But now, I fear I have kept you long past an ideal duration. May all your problems precede solutions.
Ah, feels real nice in here. Wouldn't mind us dragging our feet so we can enjoy the warmth a little longer.
Caffeine integration point.
Agent, over here. Well, this is a welcome confluence of events. Why, without you, Gertie and I wouldn't be alive. And any hope of peace between the Order and Auntie's Choice would be over. Shame about all the disorder. The negotiations had not been going as smoothly as I'd hoped, it's true. But we were making progress.
I've just realized it's him who we saved.
While making our escape, we encountered one of the renegades of my order, wounded and dying. He sought to unburden himself, now convinced Wiley's calculations were wrong. He told us all about that terrible De Vries woman's plan, and theorized you must have stopped her. Well, I think that's what he said. There was quite a lot of gurgling. You have mine and Gertie's utmost gratitude for intervening. Had she succeeded in assassinating us, it would have terminated any hope for peace. Officially, not at present. Gertie and I have kept up communication through back channels in the hope that the discussions can be reconvened in due time. It is my earnest belief that this is the optimal course to chart for the Order, and for Arcadia. Though we could certainly use assistance from an outside force like yourself. To begin, I believe you would need to put forth efforts in good faith with each of the two groups. Earning the trust of both sides is essential. Once you've worked your way up to meeting our respective leaders, you must convince them to consider joining forces. Caution is the sign of a rational mind, my friend. Would it help to know that I have the utmost faith in our bishop to convince Auntie of the error of her corporate ways? Well, then, may I ask you to consider the fact that ending the conflict between us would have untold benefits for all Arcadia? The suffering inflicted by this war would be over. For one, having the allied might of their forces at your back when facing down the Protectorate. If that's not sufficient, perhaps some additional incentive could also be provided. And if you might consider an appeal to your better nature, ending the conflict between Auntie's choice and the Order would have untold benefits for all Arcadia. Transplendent. Remember, seek out ways to help both sides. Engender trust. Gertie and I can let you know when it's time to move forward. In the meantime, I might recommend you work on honing your oratory skills. Our presiding bishop and Auntie Cleo can be challenging to debate with.
Speak to Ruth.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away. What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia. I'm glad we're in accord. The presiding bishop's leadership allows the Order to act in Arcadia's best interest. Without her, we would be nothing. The corporate invaders will suck Arcadia of its resources and cast it to the wind. And the Protectorate are no better than machines. Moreover, once we solve the universal equation, it will benefit all of humanity. You, me, everyone. No more suffering, no more doubt. First, there is the matter of proving your aims align with ours. To that end, there are some elements that need erasing. Do so, and we may begin to speak of your desires. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there. From what I understand, Vicar Levin's continued existence is a mere side effect of whatever personal vendetta you happen to be attending to. I'm pleased he does not lie among the ranks of the dead, but I will need a more tangible effort on your part to trust you. If the Order could predict the future infallibly, my mentors would be alive. Seers become less accurate, the more specific and more distant the prediction. All that aside, you shall need the Order's trust if you wish to see Ruth. This task will allow that. Journey to Newton. Eliminate the cultists to a person. Then we may speak of getting you an audience with Ruth. I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
Asa ought to know about this before we make a move. Otherwise, do me a favor and make sure I'm not in the vicinity when she hears of it.
Clear out the cultists.
I always find I work best when now. How might we be of use? I scarcely take time to engage in idle conversation, but perhaps this will be illuminating in some fashion. I have nothing but respect for Ruth. Without her guidance, the Order may never have found the strength to dissolve its protectorate bonds. If I had to dig for the smallest critique, I'd note that she shoulders too much. If she collapses beneath the strain, the Order will be rudderless. This we cannot afford. Specifically, a phlogistinated firearm, capable of tunneling through reinforced armor. Broadly, weaponry, research, anything capable of giving our exemplars an edge. Are you deriding me, or do you honestly believe that? So many exemplars have died since this war began. So many under my leadership. But that's not your point, I understand. I wish I had more time to devote to my tinkering, but the war takes precedence. I generally prefer to keep discussions relevant.
All right.
Stop deviating from the baseline.
Hey! Only security personnel permit. Lift access is currently restricted. Keep moving. At this time, residents of Laplace's garden are not permitted beyond this point.
Okay. Guess I can't do that right now then. All right. Clear out the cultists from Newton. $1,200 away. Wow. Well, in that case, I think we might make a little detour and go to that first.
Receive your personalized order prediction yet. I'll admit to a bit of trepidation in regards to opening mine. This is
Oh my god. Gluttony? No. I don't need that, thanks.
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale. 1 to 100. 1.
A lot of them dotted about, isn't there, on here? Oh!
what? Merits.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. fast as I can, Commander! Locking them down. They're benumbed.
All charged up.
There was some good shooting.
I'm back and scan.
Considering I could never hit the barn door with this gun to start off with. I love that Marisol does that. Oh, how about I just do that? Oh, that was the door key. I don't think it matters which way I approach.
Reason's pass is off limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado.
Investigating hostile intentions. Adversary. Would if I could, but alas, it's not charged. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Tell you what, I think I jinxed myself with that talk earlier about not being able to hit the barn door. Like, I've missed more shots than I've hit here.
Is that you? Get in here before any more of these hullheads show up.
They're getting absolutely munted down there.
Is assuming you're not some sort of enigmatic mirage or baleful apparition. I thought I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months, 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure.
Yes. These are my colleagues. They assisted me in a matter regarding a conspiracy headed by a cabal. It was all rather involved. My identity became revealed after I'd been undercover for a considerable time.
You were flushed out? What other low probability events have occurred since... Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I am Anais Boujold. Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Seer Anais Boujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
We doing introductions? I'm Inez. Don't mind the uniform, I'm freelance, and got no quarrel with you besides.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Commander.
So nice to see Marisol gaining such interesting friends. She's mentioned the little spook show we used to work at, right? I was an analyst in predictive risk assessment. She was, in the field, as it were. Solving the universal equation is the ultimate purpose of every member of the Order. Our express remit was to identify events that could delay or derail that.
Once an issue was identified, I'd be assigned to address it.
At a certain point, I became one of her assignments. I was developing a means of sidestepping much of the presumed requirements to solve the universal equation, using a series of reasoned shortcuts and educated postulations, filling in certain blanks. Trillions. Theoretically, it would hurry the process along so it could be solved in our lifetime, but it was unorthodox, risky if taken too far. I knew the Council would judge it mathematical heresy, so I attempted to work in secret. Eventually, I was discovered, excommunicated, sent here.
Others facing similar charges were often transferred off-planet, then simply disappeared somewhere along the way.
Yes. Fortunately, someone interceded.
Yes. With ample time to think, I've come to recognize I made an error.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you. But do go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years, the Order heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored the Council's command. It was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly. Had to do all my calculations long form, free of computronic assistance. Wouldn't advise it, but I've been here on my own for decades, and I remain a reasonable statistician. I calculated what might occur if my work was completed, and there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything ending. I mean, microbes, mantisaurs. Saltuna might make it, the resistant little buggers. But anything capable of higher order thinking would be gone. I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable.
Comes with the job, I'm afraid. Never becomes easier. Anais, I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No. 'Cause... Winter's Grasp is crawling with Auntie's choice. A full unit just moved in. Marisol, will you... Can you...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe. Been years since anyone said something like that to me. Of course.
I might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome guests. Wouldn't take long.
No, you should stay here. We'll take care of this.
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has certainly been nice. Perhaps we'll see each other again sometime. Yes, should be plenty of wonderfully dangerous items in here.
Now, what have you got in here? $793 meters away now. Wow. What's the player? Go back this way then. This planet seems a lot bigger than the other ones I've been on. I don't know whether I'm just like imagining that, but feels big.
Scoping out a hostile. Mobilizing. Camouflage angry. This thing's got a mean streak.
Well, he was doing what it says on the tin there. He's scrapping.
I'll handle this.
Have a fix on their weakness.
No, I think I'll handle it actually. That's not going to work because this looks like some sort of hall of death.
Resorting to violence.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Nice. Nice shoot. Oh, I don't have 7 engineering. Barred shut, but doesn't mean I can't get in from the roof. Oh, jeez. I've got no things left either. Oh. Wait, where'd all my health just come from? Because I had no heals left. Oh, whatever. Whatever. I'm happy.
So, you folk just drop into a war zone, find an empty building and set up shop?
Let me know if you're looking for anything in particular.
boar skin. Oh, I'll have them off yet. Thank you. A rocket pistol.
Talk with the guy behind the counter if you need something. I'm just here to help.
I can get in here, but are they gonna... Because if I... That's gonna count as trespassing, isn't it? Oh, I really want to go in there, though. Let me save. I might have got away with it so far. Imagine he had security cameras. Oh, there's that boar skin he was selling.
Let me know if you're looking.
I think I've got away with it. Well, I'll leave you to it. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but never mind.
Feel free to use the workbench. Just don't break it. Feel free to use the workbench. Just don't break it.
What was that? Steel? Oh! Oh, what?
Proceeding combatant scan.
He's ready. Frankly, pissed off.
I'm gonna need you to back off.
On their weaknesses.
I love looting. Who's in there?
Hostilities are afoot.
Oh. Give me all the junk. It'll all get sold. Oh, nice, another pitchball card. I'm building my collection of them up. Oh, that guy, he'd be trembling in his boots. Oh, was it a woman? I can't remember now. Might have been a woman.
Ratcheting up my agreement.
Oh!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Combatant scan. Purification and
Still recharging.
mitigating the threat. Frog always crabby. Crabble frog angry.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is definitely the way to go. That process rift data is up there.
That rift doesn't want us getting into the archive.
Well, we're not trying to yet, so don't worry about it.
Welcome, intrepid consumer. Your allotted time to impress me has already expired.
Trooper!
I've already had that voice line used on me.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, your family is depending on you.
Oh, this is where the no, it isn't. I was thinking about the cultist. It's not that one.
Say, have you ever considered the benefits of becoming a semi-confidential, unpaid informant for Auntie's Choice? Breathe once for yes. Field Agent Auerbach, proprietary inside acquisition. Our team's presently occupying these premises, but haven't fully brought them to heel, per se. Say, you look like some sort of rogue former member of the Order. Maybe you could tell us what this place is supposed to be.
Me? Part of the Order? Oh, no, dear. I assure you I simply share their love of sweeping cloaks and science-y-looking accessories. I shall update my wardrobe to avoid such confusion.
Would you happen to be familiar with this campus? We're not entirely clear what it was used for. As far as we can tell, Order's been cleared out for some time. If not, I might politely inquire what exactly you're doing here. Well, consider me even more intrigued by your presence. Heard hints this place was some sort of off-the-books research operation, which of course we of Auntie's Choice simply delight in. The Order left some fairly formidable security in one building. Mention that in case the prospect of certain death may inspire you to unburden yourself. A mess of energy-based barriers. A few seem pretty intent on bisecting the odd dawdler, and prove rather good at it. Based on your reticence, I take it you're bound for unorthodox notion reclusion then. How exceedingly ill-advised. Ah, well, suppose we'll let you in. You might disable a death trap or two with your bodies, then we can step over your cadavers and maybe use them for a shield. Alternately, if you manage to find anything marketable, probably be game to barter for it later. Assuming you don't
Charming.
die. Which in that case, we'll probably just retrieve it off your corpse. Either way.
Charming, eh? Right, what are we doing, sorry? Rendezvous at Winter's Grass.
Huh. Wouldn't be here to deliver news of my transfer going through, would you? No? Suppose we're still cut off then. What do you need?
I don't even know who you are.
See you later. Presumably under worse circumstances.
Oh, you have needs. I have purloined goods to upsell. Got a good supply of Auntie's Choice finest, and some well-built order items, scavenged from this very facility. Just don't mention where it came from.
What the hell is that? A pet for your ship? I've got to have that. Biggest fan. Thing is, I'll probably never use it. That's the problem.
You're new. Don't seem like another one of these trade secret vultures either. War means nothing to them, you know. How about you? Know there's a war on, don't you? You here to help me win it? Oh, been out in the field, have you? I like the sound of that. Might be just the go-getter I need. Thing is, our local forces are in something of a bind. A protectorate camp effectively bisected the territory we presently occupy. An intolerable vulnerability. Said camp is situated betwixt here and points to the north. Take it out, reconnect the territories, and walk away somewhat richer. You mean, what would you get? Some bits? Equipment? Improved good graces with Auntie's Choice? Reasonable rate for the work involved. If you're agreeable to other work, I have something light. Simple shakedown, really. Couldn't be easier. A Sub Rosa finagler operates out of the Port Authority building at the landing pad near Winter's Grasp. Sub Rosa works with both sides, understood. But I want to know what she's into with the Protectorate. Let's say I'm curious. What, and leave this place to the likes of them? Someone needs to keep an eye on these trade secret vultures. As such, I need to contract others to advance my concerns. Look forward to hearing what she knows.
Oh, look who finally...
Anais, you're not supposed to be here.
Events prove otherwise, don't they? While you were taking your time arriving, I found a way inside these corporate drones haven't discovered. I've grown rather adept at sneaking in and out of these so-called restricted areas unseen. Peeked around a little. They've conveniently posted signs where various types of dangerous research materials are stored away.
Leave it to the Order to rigorously catalog everything. Well, the aforementioned traps may preclude much waltzing.
Burn down initiation is listed on the top floor. They destroy materials through immolation there.
The research will be in reinforced containers, so enlisting the facility's own incineration measures would be prudent.
I saw signs for heretical miscellany, time-wasting contrivances, detrimental cognitive enhancers, and prevaricated hypotheses, in addition to cataclysmic ends.
Anais, stay here. Please.
I expected such to be your attitude, but I'll have you know that
I am not doubting your abilities. Quite the opposite. I need you to guard this entrance. Anyone appears, come running.
Fine. Go. I uncovered a vent in that office. Standard order redundancy measure. Let's out past the barrier over there.
I'll hang back a moment while you depower that fence. Wriggling through vents is a young person's game after all. We'll stay here. You find it to disable these fences.
Alrighty. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's out here. Disinfectant spray. No, I'm trying to... There we go. Right. How do I actually get this off? Oh no! I didn't realize that was going to be electrified. All right. There we go.
Research studies prove that disengaging from complex tasks for a time to engage the mind in unrelated challenges has downstream beneficial effects for problem solving. Thus, our department attempted to design a series of stress-reducing educational challenges to facilitate these efforts. After some light early successes, we refined further and received results beyond our wildest intent. Soon, members of other departments were idling away in our offices for hours, absorbed with what soon became known as brain puzzlements. My personal productivity was quite adversely affected by the mather. I still see it sometimes when I close my eyes. We finally locked them away to keep from engaging. Thank you. Unfortunately, copies were smuggled out and distributed far and wide, leading to the oft-cited equational delay incident.
Phew. Well, that's a relief. Didn't think I'd ever get free.
It made it sound like I shouldn't have done that.
Oh,
course. This is all the bits I have on me. Not much, but thanks. I'll be out of here as soon as it seems safe.
Yeah, I think I may have jumped the gun there. Inez. Oh, another pitchball card. We are doing really well at finding them. I don't know how many I've got, but it must be a lot. I just do that most of the time for the XP. I just love it.
Who left this vent open? Security around here was tighter in my day.
$17. Wow. Cataclysmic ends.
Did I read that correctly? Seemed concerning.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we've got company in the form of an Auntie's Choice patrol. Seems their representative wishes to parley.
Don't shoot! Like she said, I'm just here to talk. No, we're not exactly friends at present, but temporary truce, perhaps? Believe I've pieced together what you all are up to here. And I am willing to offer a mutually beneficial arrangement. Why, you did indeed. And we are exceedingly grateful for it. Spied the signs on the way up. Our team has a keen interest in much of the research stored here. But cataclysmic ends, which I presume you're here to destroy, don't like the sound of that at all. By all means, burn every last trace. But let us keep the rest, and you'd benefit as well.
The idea of any Order research falling into Auntie's Choice hands is utterly abhorrent to me. I advise a rigorous refusal, as in no witnesses.
I could hear that, you know. Hoping she's not your main negotiator here.
Thing is, I need to kind of get my standing up with this lot.
Oh, nothing particularly heinous. We may conceivably utilize some information in the possible formation of potential new products. No harm to you, or anyone.
Can't really predict how Auntie's Choice would market heretical miscellany, but I could easily foresee them rushing detrimental cognitive enhancers to market.
Unfortunately, she's right, and our R&D ain't what it used to be. We'd best be careful with any sensitive intel.
Consider it a deal. No need to shake, as I've taken the liberty of making a quasi-legally binding surreptitious transcription. Or will claim to have later. If it's all the same to you, I'll just dawdle here while you complete the process. You know, in case you change your mind.
I'll prep the burners and make sure we have no more visitors. Burners are lit. Control board is activated. Commence the burn down process.
Well then, that seems sufficiently carbonized, cinderized. No half measures from the Order. Say what you will about them, but they are nothing if not thorough.
Excellent. Well, a deal's a deal. Meet me downstairs after you're done here, and we'll settle up.
Never pegged you as such an opportunist. But perhaps there's more to this play than I'm seeing. Perhaps I should be relieved Auntie's Choice didn't get anything universe-threatening.
My original notes and research are burnt to a crisp. It's over. Finally.
I'm sorry. But I saw on the terminal that an external party gained authorization to study it. There's at least one set of copies out there. Give me some time. I'll find them.
What do you need from me?
To go on and live your life. Around other people, not holed up in a dilapidated shack. We'll settle the rest.
You can't possibly expect to leave me behind again without a fight.
Why don't we burn that bridge when we get to it? We still need to get out of here first.
Yeah, I have a feeling it might not be as straightforward as I thought. I thought these might try and cross me. Happy to be proven wrong.
Pleasure doing business with you. I can see we'll have our hands full digging through all you've left us here. We deeply appreciate your assistance in further expanding the ever-growing Auntie's Choice proprietary insight catalog. Be seeing you.
Suppose this is goodbye. No. I recognize that look in Marisol's eyes. There's nothing for it. Been interesting to see you. Before I forget, I meant to give you this. Little something I made.
So we're good? You and I. Everything... settled?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but good as ever. Don't think I don't see what you're doing with all this, though. You've always been who you are, but you weren't you for decades. A new cause comes up and you take it on immediately. Because saving the universe is easier than confronting yourself. Whoever you are now, whoever you're going to be, just take care. Don't be a stranger.
Goodbye, Anais. Thank you kindly. I think I am. Appreciate your support. Been a spell since I could rely on anyone like that. Though, suspect that's my own damn fault. Ah, Anais snuck something by me again, didn't she? What was that last thing she said? Don't be a stranger. Right. All right. I suppose you remain on my good side. May the plan favor us against long odds.
Well, another companion quest done, I think. Yep, done. Right, well, I think I'll leave it there, guys, for now. What I'm going to do, next video, we may try and do this Grafton Doctor one. But I do want to do this main one and cross the bridge to the archive. I don't know, because actually, no, I'm not going to do that because we need to clear this protectorate camp to help with the order. Oh no, sorry, it's the... Wait, what's this one part of? Fusing fractured forces, and that's a study in disruption. Oh, I don't know. We'll get over in this direction, and then we'll see what's happening. Anyway, right, we'll leave it there for now, guys. So, if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching, as always. I really do appreciate it. If If you wouldn't mind dropping a like on the video and subscribing to the channel if you're new around here as well, it'd really help us out a lot. I'm trying to get to as many subscribers as I can by the end of this year, so if you're not already subscribed, please do hit that button. It'd really mean a lot to us. But other than that, guys, I hope wherever you all are, you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.